Street Soldiers on 107, Miss Lisa Evers. Yes.
Thank you so much. Very honored to be here. Very excited. What a wonderful.
How are you?
I'm fantastic. Busy as always, you know, doing it, making it happen and making moves and out in the community, doing our Street Soldiers show on TV now on Fox 5, Friday nights at 10:30. So it's all good, all good.
How you feeling tonight? It's beautiful here. You fit the occasion. You look gorgeous.
Thank you so much.
You're very tall.
Yes, very 5'9".
Really?
And I have heels on, so.
So she has a history of being wrestler, like being one of the founders of Guardian Angels. We go into modeling back in the day.
I was with the Elite Modeling Agency. I modeled in New York and Paris. Beautiful. And that was pretty exciting. But I love what I'm doing now more than anything I've ever done. So.
What's the most fun about it?
It's the people. Is I get to be out. I feel like as a news reporter in New York and then also as host of Street Soldiers for Hot 97 and Fox 5, I feel like my finger's on the pulse of the city and the country and whatever is the new thing we get to talk about. And I get to meet every day is a different day. I don't know where I'm going to end up. My car looks like, you know, I've got all kinds of clothes in my car from jeans and boots and sneakers to heels and whatever, and all kind of layers of coats that you need for New York, from raincoats to heavy down coats. And I never know where I'm going to end up, and it's the adventure of New York that I love, that I find so inspiring.
It's amazing how you've become and stay so relevant. I mean, since a little girl I've been watching. It was you, but it's great to see you in our communities and speaking out for us in the hip hop community. How are you staying relevant in the hip hop community? They love you.
I don't think it's about trying to stay relevant. I think it's just about being real about who you are and what you really like. I mean, there's people that came up when I came up that are still like the music from that era. I like all hip hop, don't get me wrong, but my crew knows and my team Lisa knows. I always love the newest stuff too, because I respect the old stuff, I respect the legends. But to me, it's so interesting because I'm a news person, so I'm always thinking about what's new.
Right.
And then to see where things are going and to see how hip hop is stepping up and how it's become so relevant and so diverse. I think that's fantastic.
How do you feel tonight being honored? What does it mean to you to be here in the Bronx as well?
I think it's incredible. I mean, when they told me, I was like, this is fantastic. But then I looked at the list, I'm like, oh, SWIZZ Beats, DJ Red Alert, who used to be my colleague at Hot 97. And then, you know, I look at Dougie Fresh and I look at the list of the people being honored and I'm like going, oh my God, wow.
It's a nice lineup.
It's a fantastic lineup. And I think it's also cool. I'm so happy because I'm not an artist. I can't sing. I wish I could. I'm not an artist. I'm not directly in the music business, but hip hop has been such a huge, important part of who I am. And it's inspired me because I think the thing people don't give hip hop credit enough for is the diversity, the hustle, and the straight up don't stop, you know, can't stop, won't stop, because like no matter what happens, and no matter what obstacles come in the way, you just go beyond them and you find a way around it. And I love that spirit of hip hop, and I think that's why, that's my spirit, and I think my spirit's kind of aligned with it. So.
And that's why we love Miss Lisa Evers. I've been emailing you and trying to get in touch with you, and I finally got to meet. I love you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
You make me love what I do.
You should. You have to love what you do. You know, people ask me all the time, they're like, how do I get into that, or how do I? And I'm like, you know what? It's like everybody has their hard luck story of like how many, like doing 4 jobs and doing this and doing that. But it's like if you don't love what you do, you're doing the wrong thing. That's the way it is. I mean, there's a point in your life where you have to pay your bills and you may have to do things you don't really like. But make sure even if you're doing that, you're still doing what you love. Because that ultimately, if you don't love it, you're not going to be any good.
Thank you so much, Lisa. Thank you. You got it. On the DIAZ show, we're here at Pier 132, elements of the Hip Hop Awards. Mr. Ruben DIAZ Jr.
Hi, how you doing, DIAZ? I'm here having a good time. This is our 3rd annual Hip Hop Honors Awards here in the Boogie Down Bronx. We work with Melissa LeBron, with Paul LaSalle, with Melly Mel and Cass in the Windows of Hip Hop. They do a phenomenal job from an academic standpoint, being in our school buildings, preserving the real culture of hip hop. And tonight we have royalty here, hip hop royalty. We have SWIZZ Beats, DJ Red Alert, Dougie Fresh, and Big Daddy Kane, all the way from BK. We're gonna honor all of them, and it's just a great, great time and a great way for us to show the world that while hip hop now is the largest, biggest selling genre of music, that it all started right here in the Boogie Down Bronx.
How did we got this amazing lineup. You know, you made like 2 wishes for me come true tonight.
Well, you know, I gotta thank them because we know that they're all busy, but they also understand that hip hop is about being true, is about keeping the culture honest, and what better way than coming back to the Bronx, where it all began. Whether you're from Brooklyn, I mean, you look at Once Upon a Time with Juice Crew All-Star and Big Daddy Kane, he was at the top of the planet. That wasn't the Bronx. But nonetheless, he's here. And of course, SWIZZ Beatz, who's a Bronx boy that we inducted to the Bronx Walk of Fame. DJ Red Alert, who has some roots in the Bronx, was from Harlem World. And Dougie Fresh, as well as so many others. We have Lisa Everest here, TT Torres. You know, I just want to congratulate Melissa LeBron and Windows of Hip Hop, and of course the 2 icons, the 2 pillars, Melly Mel and Kaz, for bringing all these folks together. For me, as a historian, as a hip hop historian, I'm in heaven.
I know you are.
And so I'm here in 2 capacities, as the borough president, but also as a big fan.
I love it. He even has his own playlist playing. You want to kick something for us real quick?
No.
You sure?
Maybe later on.
Who are you looking forward to? What you looking forward to mostly this night?
Look, I'm personal friends with Dougie, Cool DJ Red Alert, and SWIZZ. And I'm always in constant communications with them, and I appreciate obviously their body of work and what they've contributed to hip hop. But I've never ever met. Well, I did briefly, and we had him at a show. But I'm looking forward to spending time with Big Daddy Kane.
Are we gonna get Method Man for next year?
Method Man, get in line.
We are here with Mr. Ruben DIAZ Jr.
I have to meet him though.
Yeah.
By the way, we also are celebrating the fact that hip hop is not just about music, but what hip hop is doing with humanitarian efforts, particularly around Puerto Rico. And so it's just the evolution, the maturation of hip hop, where they're not only giving the world and blessing the world with good music, but also doing their part in creating jobs, but also creating as best they can, as best we can, comfort for those, whether it's in the U.S. Virgin Islands, whether it's in Mexico and Puerto Rico and other places, who have been really put through a trying time through natural disasters or other things. And so for that, I'm grateful as well.
Thank you for putting such a lovely event together. I hope it continues throughout the years. And thank you for serving our community as the best, dopest Bronx Borough president ever. Love you, Ruben.
Acting ill, no tricks in 86, it's time to build. Eric B. Easy on the cut, no mistakes allowed. Cause to me, MC Ms. Moves the crowd.
You got it right here on the DIAZ show. Get in line. Of Hip Hop 2018, how you feeling tonight?
Come on, good, man. Some good energy in here.
Isn't it?
Yeah, real good energy. I really, not knowing how people observe you over the years and what you've been doing, and I guess it's what you get in return later on down the road, so it's a blessing.
Well, you know, you're responsible for a lot of artists' beginning and bringing mixtapes to the scene as well. I mean, we're talking about back in the 80s, you brought songs with other beats and put them on Kiss FM, I believe?
Yes, indeed. From 98.7 Kiss FM to Hot 97, I've been on all 4 stations, also Power 105, and now I'm on BLS, and just doing what I love to do. Not knowing that how successful these artists and groups are going to turn out to be, but it gave me something to fulfill everybody, and I feel good about it.
And I hear that you were the all-time recorded most guest appearances of all time?
I'm talking about on videos?
On videos, yes.
I look at it this way. Of what they say today, marketing, that's what I was doing. Before the social media world, that's what you had to do to be acknowledged, to be accepted, a little bit of everything all together. So that's the way I just took the lead and took advantage, and I'm glad of that.
How many hats do we have of that hat? How many do we have?
I lost count. I lost count.
What are you looking forward to tonight here?
Being my fellow people. I know Dougie Fresh. Who else? My man Big Daddy Kane. And also SWIZZ Beatz. My wife is here.
Nice.
A lot of my close friends is here. And you here.
Yeah, bringing it right back to the DX, thank you for working with Ralph McDaniels and bringing him to Video Music Box and giving him that name, Uncle.
Yeah, come on, the uncle status. I mean, that's where, you know, that title stands for a respect amongst to the younger ones, and they look at you in so many different ways. So, you know, I'm happy taking that title.
I love it. Look at how you look. Awesome.
Try to be presentable tonight.
You're very presentable. Best wishes. We love you, and thank you for being a legend in radio and music, and just keep doing your thing. We love you. Thank you. DJ Red Alert. Here, 132. Hip Hop, Elements of Hip Hop Awards 2018. Thank you. Get in line. So much more, and the recent graduate of Harvard. What's up?
What's up? I like your energy.
Oh, I've been trying to get to you for a long time.
Yeah, we're here now. We're here.
One of my favorite producers of all time besides Timbaland, and it was awesome to see that competition you guys were doing.
It's coming. We still gonna battle, yeah.
And the smoke?
Yeah, we with the smoke.
Talk to me about how it feels to be a graduate and what made you go back. It's amazing, very inspiring for our community.
Well, I just wanted to do it for the community also, and I want to do it to show people that no matter how successful you are, where you come from or whatever, you should always be a student in life. So I just wanted to go back and just invest into myself.
You had a very busy weekend with Alicia with her birthday, the Grammys. How was all that for you?
I can't believe I'm standing up right now.
I can't believe you're here, and thank you for making a wish come true. I love you guys. You're so empowering. Keep doing what you're doing with the ballet and all of that good stuff.
Oh, you tuned in? Yeah, it's showtime. Yeah.
Please do it. Keep doing the dancing and the skating. You opening up that skating event soon?
Yeah, it's coming. Get in line, goddammit.
Showtime. Thank you, SWIZZ.